All right, here we go with second movie I'm doing for the Oscar Best Director situation. And like I said last time, and I'll probably say every time just to make sure, there's a special video that covers the whole director's race. Separate video will be released probably, well, it's whenever I finish the five movies, but probably before all the five movies are out. But, you'll know that better than me because you're in the future. At any rate, let's go and get into this. This one is starting from the very beginning. I got it from YouTube, so like we can. There's what I always worry about. What I worried about the last one, I worry about with some of these others is they'll put an extra bumper in front of the movie that'll throw the sync off because if you get on DVD or any other source, it won't have that. Like you're not gonna get it off YouTube and it have a Pluto bumper on there, right? So this is not that situation. So we can start at the very beginning. We are starting at one, three, two, one. This is my second time trying to start this because the computer crashed the first time. I'm not hearing anything. But I noticed it didn't have captions, unfortunately. But I don't understand why. Oscar nominated movie, and you're selling it to me on YouTube, so, like you would think you would include the bare fucking minimum. But here we are. What I might do is okay, Jesus, there was no noise. I was like, am I getting audio or not? Jesus, discombobulated. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this so you can actually see, because it has that band down there where they normally put the captions, where you can see more of the movie down there to help you sync it up. So there we go. All right, that's what we'll do. Iwo Jima, I think, was the bloodiest battle in the Pacific. Pretty sure. I studied a lot of the war in the Pacific, but didn't study a whole lot of the last year or two of the war, because at that point there was no intrigue. What I was really specifically studying for was the what if scenarios. What if this had happened? What if that had happened? What decision made this? That shit, right? Think about maybe writing some alternative fiction, Elseworlds kind of stuff. What if that kind of stuff? And there was no scenario where the Japanese were going to win in the last couple of years. They probably weren't going to win no matter what. Like, no matter what. Like, the second they did. Well, I was about to qualify. No matter what. Even if they had taken out the carriers as well. America was never going to surrender. That's the thing they didn't understand about this. America was never going to surrender. And, American production. Oh, we have captions. They said we didn't. Holy shit. The hell? Like, you know what it is? It's part of the movie. It's because they're speaking Japanese. I got you. Okay, they'll probably switch to English here. And then we won't get captions. I got you. Anyway. Maybe that's why they don't have captions, because it's subtitled. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, I bitched them out for no reason. I apologize. It's going to be a subtitle movie. Okay. My bad. Pretty much. Yes, you are. But production was going to outstrip them no matter what, even if we taken out the carriers. Even if the Japanese taken out the carriers. I say we because I was always going from the point of view of the Japanese in World War II. Was there anything they could have done? And I don't think so. I think even a complete and total victory, taking out the carriers and everything, eventually, if it would have been 48, if it would have been 50, of course, Americans were going to get the nuclear bomb. Americans were eventually going to win. That's just what it was, man. They had no chance. The thing they miscalculated, they thought they could bring the Americans to the surrender table once they got enough success, and they showed dominance. And it was never going to happen. Maybe if they hadn't done Pearl Harbor. But Pearl Harbor pissed off the Americans so much that... Oh, well. Well, I guess you have to do that yourself. That pissed off the Americans so much they were nothing but complete and total domination was going to satisfy the Americans at the time. So that's what it was. That's one of the reasons I never did a what if novel or script about it, because there's nothing the Japanese could have done. They were screwed. I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't really know your religion too well. It was a religion of nationalism. Hey, that's quitter talk. Huh. Pay homage, bitch. Yeah, what the fuck did you say? That's not what I think I heard. Yeah, whatever. It better be. The glare is all you get for now, but he's got his eye on you, boy. What is he, 14? Jesus, he looks young. Given the title and the fact we started with narration that seemed to be a letter, I imagine this movie's based on a bunch of letters they recovered, is what I'm thinking. Why'd you ask it? Yeah, no shit. He got assassinated. We did that because we broke their codes. Assassinate that son bitch, man. It sounds like they kind of they wondered if the transmissions have been picked up on, right? You talking about after what happened to him? Well, that's the truth. Yeah, damn, was he looking at my gut? That son bitch. A cutting. You're not gonna be able to hold it. None of this. None of this island. Although it's very costly. Damn, man. Morale is bad. Oh, these are civilians? Yeah. The hell are you doing? Oh, those are the two soldiers that. Yeah. So he got mad at the other one for lying. I was just beating him a little bit. Not too much. Oh shit, that sucks. I'd rather get beaten, I'll be honest. Huh. That close to the beach? Useless ass trenches. Mars? The hell does that mean? Are people from Mars tired? Well, you just got undressed. They said stop digging the trenches, dumbass. Yeah, literally, just said that. I guess they need to get the order from their captain. That actually makes sense. Chain of command. Just because the general says something, it needs to get filtered down in the proper channels. Still rather get beaten than starve. Really? I find that hard to believe. No, it's just a stupid place to dig a trench right there at the beach. The ships can shell right there and just obliterate anything on the beach, man. You need to be over the ridge line there. Premier Tojo, I think he got executed. Damn, dude. And you can't trust anybody over 30 either. You're going to be digging up there. The ground's probably harder up there. It's probably easier to dig in the sand. But sand is another reason why it's stupid to have a trench there. It's not stable enough. Okinawa was the first island we invaded that had locals, had civilians there. And I think that was actually the worst invasion because even the civilians were fighting, right? Iwo Jima, though, I think was really hard. It was really hard to take it. Jesus. That's not much. Yeah, you're not getting it. It stinks. There are no army troops. Oh, I see. No shit. Idiotic. Yeah. That's stupid. You dare question my authority? This man actually knows what he's doing. I'll be looking at the maps longer than that, though. Defense is all about terrain. That's the only thing that matters in this time period. Even that is air support can kind of negate some of the terrain. You can bitch all you want to, man. Just do it. It's all about terrain. You got to take advantage of terrain. The terrain can be a force multiplier, or it can be to your detriment. I was always defensive minded in all the like the war games and shit I played, right? You know, I tend to be conservative about shit like that. So it's all about like husbanding your resources, taking advantage of the terrain, having a good strong reserve force that can react. You put them in the middle of your fastest troops that can react to any direction as necessary. Range weapons. Why you watch my shit? Oh shit. Really? Maybe you're trying to tell him something. Well, you're insulting the dude's trying to help you, you dick. Dude, whatever, man. Just have your shit get censored then. I don't give a shit. I would not help somebody who's going to be this annoying. Maybe he's just trying to troll him, though. I don't know. Yeah. I guess some of the letters, since they took real letters, I assume, and made this movie, they probably actually were censored. So that's what this is a reference to, I'm sure. I would not be wasting any ammo, that's for goddamn sure. Supply line is 2,000 miles long, man. This guy's a real dick. Yeah, this kid can't shoot. Again with the physical commanding. Jesus, man. That's just not how you command. I think Iwo Jima is where that one soldier was still fighting the war for another 30 years. There were several around different. There's a lot of smaller islands that got skipped over. This was happening. I think it happened in Iwo Jima too. They ended up having to get his commanding officer to come out to get him to surrender. He wouldn't do it. Any other person in uniform, he didn't give a shit. It was like his commanding officer. He actually remembered who gave him the order. Had to come out there and get him to surrender. That dude had been like been working at a library or something, or was a store clerk for the last 30 years. Brought him out of retirement, put a uniform on him, and sent him to the island to get that son of a bitch to surrender. That's commitment, man. So even he was writing letters, huh? This is another one I'm going to enjoy looking at how historically accurate it is. I'm pretty sure this succeeded because, like I said, I think Okinawa was the first. I remember hearing this. Okinawa was the first island we invaded that actually had civilians on it. And the loss of life was astronomical because civilians were fighting to the death along with the soldiers. And it just traumatized the Americans. Like, what the actual fuck is happening here? They'd never seen it before. Throwing themselves off cliffs, throwing themselves onto bayonets and shit in front of tanks. And also trying to fight the troops just with like brooms and shit like that, farm equipment, having to get shot. And so they said, if this is what it's like here in Okinawa, what's it going to be like in Japan, the mainland? It'll be just like this, but 10 times worse, right? That's why they had to drop the nuke. You were going to lose another 1,000,000 lives. So I'm pretty sure he must have succeeded in evacuating the civilians here. But yeah, I always found myself rooting for the Japanese. Even they committed war atrocities and shit like that. Like, I'm not condoning that, of course. How they treated POWs was heinous, and they killed civilians. Awful shit, right? So I'm not condoning none of that shit. But I always sympathize with them, and I would always play as a Japanese when I played war games in World War II, right? Because it was an unwinnable challenge. They were, from the first minute they were going to lose, guaranteed. And I love a good challenge. So hundreds of times in various different games, I'd see if there's any way possible they could possibly win. Nah, man, you're going to get smashed. It's inevitable. So I've always been attracted to the underdog, right? Even though they brought it on themselves. It wasn't like we went over there and said, "Hey, man, we're taking your shit." No, they brought it on themselves. But they were still the underdog. The fuck you doing? At least somebody's glad to see him. I wonder. Gotta be wondering. Sometimes it'll cut off the very bottom of this. I'll raise this caption up a little bit. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Let's race. Yeah, we used to race horses in the Olympics. Are you serious? Or maybe it's prancing. There's a prancing competition, isn't there? I don't need your resume. Oh, okay. Some of this text is over the white background. It makes it hard to read. Probably not so much when it's on the big screen in a movie theater. It's so big you're going to see it. Oh shit, not Johnny Walker. That was Dad's favorite drink. Johnny Walker Black. I don't think I've ever tried it. I think it's pretty expensive liquor. He said if he ever started drinking again, it would be Johnny Walker Blue, which apparently is very expensive. The finest liquor. I've always wanted to try it though, because he said that was his favorite drink. Oh shit. Shit, yep. You ain't getting the combined fleet, man. I already knew that. They're gonna get wrecked if they try to come here. It's all on the ground. They've got air superiority. They have the battleships that can shoot 23 miles. I don't think Iwo Jima is 23 miles across. Yep. Out of here. Destroyed. The Great Turkey Shoot, I think they called that. We're fucked. Well, we ain't doing that. Exactly. Yeah, the one tank I brought, right? Johnny Walker, man, I definitely would try. I'm gonna try that. I hadn't thought about that in a couple of years. I wonder. I've been sitting there this whole movie. If you wonder why I'm quieter than normal, I'm trying to think of what defensive strategy could possibly work in this situation. You just want to last as long as you can. You know you're going to lose. You want to last as long as you can. I wonder if you can dig into the mountain. Probably not. But that may be the only way to go, right? Like, they'll get on the island. They'll be like, "Where is everybody?" They're just gone, and they're all inside the island, right? Right inside the mountain. Something. I mean, I don't know, man. What is he trying to do here, man? I guess, trying to figure out where to put the gun points. Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, he's quite mad, you know. Oh shit. He did say his stomach is bothering him. You get some diseases out there in them Pacific islands, man. The Pacific jungle, fuck you up. I had food poisoning a couple months ago. That apparently is a picnic compared to some of the shit you can get from these Pacific jungles, man. Brutal shit. You talking about digging caves in the mountain? That's exactly what the fuck I would do, man. Yeah, exactly. That's your only chance because you got to get away from the fuck the beach. You got to get away from the air support, man. Air superiority. How many times I got to tell you this shit? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Anything on the beach is gonna be obliterated. You're just wasting resources there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna take much more of this insolence. Do it. I didn't ask you, motherfuckers. It's done. You get no support. You have no air support and no ocean support. All you have is what's on the island. Dig into the fucking mountain. Yep. By digging into the mountain. What'd I just say? See? Now you're here with me. It only took you an extra 20 minutes to get there. You're fucked anyway. I'm going to go out taking as many of them as possible. Make it take as long as possible. That's all you can hope for. That's at the end of the day. That's your job. You want to get wiped out in one day or do you want to last 3 months? You know, that's what we're talking about. Well, this rainwater is invaluable because I bet the standing water on this island is garbage. Yeah, not really much information there. That might be the last letter she ever gets. Really. Fair enough. Dude, something to pass the time. We ain't got no damn TV. I left my Game Boy at home. Well, I guess I'm with you guys. Huh. Shit. I mean, yeah. I mean, it'd be hard to keep your morale up in this situation. Yep. Shit'll fuck you up, man. Hey, leave me out of this. Something sus about this dude, man. Why are you being so cagey about your past? He's being weird, man. He had to dig that up. You didn't train there. What's going on? He knows, man. Racist ass. Or whatever, classist. Spy on what? We're all gonna die, man. There's nothing to spy on. That's just idiotic. Dude, we're way past all that. Maybe if we're gonna win the war, but we're not. So, what the hell? Jesus. Yeah, apparently there's certain breeds of caterpillar that are fucking vicious, man. They will definitely fuck you up. Like they can roll their eyes out all they want to, man. I read about that shit. Those caterpillars will eat your ass up. Weed soup. Yeah. Weed soup does not sound good. And plus, it's a very small cup. Look at that. Food is key to morale in warfare. A well-fed army is going to be with you all the way. They start not being well-fed, it's a fucking problem. Yep. The fuck you looking at over there? It's best not to think about there, buddy. Yep. Never run out of fish, at least not in his lifetime. You made him sad. It's not very nice. So, We switch to color when we leave Iwo Jima. Very artistic choice there, director. So far, the confidence level with just as directed, I'm not going to get into it. We'll save it for the video, but is way higher than it was for the previous movie. Congrats. Great. I'm sure it was 100% conscription by the end of the war. Begging ain't gonna, this is not gonna change anything. Come on now. You guys got to be realistic. Yeah, I was gonna say before that she sounded angry even before the wife intervened. But I don't wanna. I mean, she came here enraged. There was just something about her delivery before even the wife intervened. Jesus Christ! Like we know she's right, but god damn, some things can't be said, man. Damn. Holy shit. Yeah, they don't. I assume some did at some point. There were islands that were completely skipped, so those soldiers all came home. It's probably a little rough. They never got invaded, but dwindling supplies, the supply lines completely cut off. I'm sure that was ugly, but for the most part, they had all survived. Any troops stationed in Japan mainland probably survived. Pilots didn't. Sure as hell didn't. All the pilots died. Yeah, you better talk to your kid while you can, there, buddy. Your ass dead. There could have been some prisoners taken, and I don't think many of the Japanese got taken prisoner because they would fight to the death, right, for the most part. So I don't know if it was 100% dead soldiers on Iwo Jima. I know it's very bloody. It took a long time, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be mixing this up with Okinawa. And the Americans took a lot of loss of life. I don't know what the Japanese casualties were, but I'm pretty sure most of the soldiers there died. But it's possible somebody like him could have been taken prisoner, released after the war. Wonder how quick that happened. That's something I've never looked into. The POWs in World War II, how quickly were they released? Especially the losing side. The winning side get released when the troops come in and take over the POW camps, right? The losing side, how quickly did they get released? I wonder about that. I wonder if they had to be processed, maybe looked into, see if they did any war crimes before they were released. But the grunts, like the private second class, I doubt would just get released. I mean, I doubt would be like, tried or anything, I assume they'd just get released. But I don't know. I never looked into it. That is another thing they did, by the way. The tanks, they didn't have enough fuel. There was no mobility. There was no reason, the planes would destroy them. So they just covered up the tanks with rocks and shit, and, that would actually help the armor. And then use the turret as like just a cannon, Like we're seeing right here, right? The camouflage is especially important for the planes, so the planes wouldn't bomb it. Well, why wipe your ass? It's just going to get shitty again. That's true, though, man. The lower ranked people are always going to bitch no matter what happens. What's said, what's done, what's ordered, they're always going to bitch. Yeah, I bet he does. The hell you want? Yeah. Apparently the water here really sucks. What the hell, man? Huh. Get your old broken down ass out of here. He doesn't want his fucking backbiting questioning. Just get your ass out of here. I'm tired of your shit. Huh. We do what we do, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Hold out as long as fucking possible. Don't throw your life away in the first 2 days. He was cussing this son bitch out, boy. Do it, you old bitch. He didn't even return the respect, man. Fuck you. Bitch ass. I'm with this dude, man. Fight as hard as you can for as long as you can because that's the fucking job. That's what you signed up for. Fuck this backbiting, morale breaking, woe is me, Eeyore shit, man. We ain't got time for that shit. We can cry on Oprah when we're dead. Yeah, no time to kiss his ass now. Wah wah wah. He's saying the same shit you are. We're fighting to the death. He's gonna do it the right way. Just get your fucking whining ass out of here. Don't go away mad, just go away. Best thing you could ever do, man. You can't have this negativity, man. I'm going to take a break here in a minute. And while I'm on break, I'm going to actually look up the island of Iwo Jima. I'm not going to look up the battle plans or anything. I don't want to spoil myself. But I just want to look at the island, the topography of the island. See if there's anything I can identify that I would do. I remember it's shaped almost like what is that? Pork chop. Which you can see it back there. Fair enough. Oh, you're gonna go after them? No shit. Interesting. I mean, I get it. I don't know that that would be my strategy, but I get it. I understand what you're saying. They're desperate. Great. Somebody else here to bitch. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the opposite. Excellent. Thank you for your concern. Good shit. He likes this motherfucker. Excellent. This is who I'm looking for. Yeah, this is a rough ride I can count on right here, man. They're starting the air attacks. Man, don't forget your maps, dude. Shit's important. Jeez, they're flying low as a motherfucker, man. Damn. You knew he was gonna get. You knew he was gonna eat it. He went to the Prometheus school of running away from things, right? He was eating it raw. Man, they're coming in fast. Jesus. Complete air superiority, man. Get your ass in the fucking mountain. That's the only way this is going to work. Jesus. You're so fucked. The first war where air superiority mattered. It didn't matter in World War One. Not very much anyway. It was a sideshow in World War One. Jesus Christ, man. You're getting smoked. And that entire aircraft fire means jack shit, man. You ain't doing shit. Holy fuck. Huh. Oh my god. This is just the appetizer, by the way. Wait, they still have some planes left, apparently. I thought they were supposed to send all the planes away. Man. Y'all are proper fucked. Shit. Who just got... Oh, his horse. Oh, man. Jesus. Well, that's good eating. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude, but that's good eating. It has to happen. Immediately start prepping for steak. I'm just a pragmatic man. I'm sorry. Man. That was just a light sortie. Just a little shot across your bow. Just like, hey, we're going to be showing up here pretty soon. In retrospect, you shouldn't have had your shit out here in the open like this. Is he dead? He's probably dead, ain't he? Yeah. Get him out of here. Shit. Yeah, not good. While I was on break, I was looking at the topographical maps, and I found this map that was a detailed bombing plan for the Americans to bomb this before the invasion, right? It was a fabulous map. You'll see it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end, right? But it's so detailed. Hundreds of little symbols on the map to show where all the fortifications are, the guns, emplacements, anti-tank barriers, the artillery, all that shit, right? 2 months, huh? So they've been digging this into this mountain for a while now. I didn't realize that much time had passed. Now I want to know the scope of the movie, like how much time actually passes in the run of the movie, because they're not really showing dates or anything. Well, this means, this whole bombing shit they're doing, they're coming soon. Believe that. I'm ready to die already. Just do it. Don't worry, son. It's going to happen soon enough. No reason to rush towards your death. When the bombing stops, that's when you should be afraid. Jesus. Just non-stop. They will never run out of bombs. That's probably code, right? Yeah, this is definitely code. Oh, great. Wonderful. That's your ass. Yep. What a weird feeling that must be. No, every single body in your command is going to die. Look at this, Jesus, the size. I've seen some of these photos. the sheer enormity of the American fleet, like towards the end. They had like 6 aircraft carriers, 10 light carriers. Then they even had like escort carriers, right? Then they have like 3 or 4, 6, 8 escort carriers, 20 destroyers, a couple cruisers, a couple battleships. God damn, it's just massive fleets. Y'all are so fucked. Right. Okinawa was next after this, I think. Keep these people fired up, man. You're gonna lose. The only question is how much you make it cost the other person, right? Yeah, I've heard that quote before. You ever watch or listen to the Dan Carlin podcast? He had a series of podcasts that are about the War in the Pacific, right? And he told me that, I think that's where I got that from, because he does a deep dive, he does deep research on shit, and he'll talk about it. The War in the Pacific, I think, ended up being 40 or 50 hours total over the course of a bunch of podcasts. But I heard that like you're not allowed to die until you kill at least 10 enemy. That's aspirational as fuck, man. Thing is, once the invasion starts, the letters stop, right? So I wonder if this movie's going to end before the invasion. Yamato was a brilliant admiral. Probably one of the 10 best war general strategist admirals that humanity's ever produced. And he knew because he was so brilliant, he knew from day one they were going to lose. He said it. Then he went out there and he commanded the troops with the best strategy he could come up with, which was brilliant shit. That's why we had to execute it. We assassinated that son of a bitch. He was too good. But he's like, I know we're going to lose because I'm smart, but you got to do the job either way, right? So then he did the best job he possibly could. I don't know what the hell that belt's for, but yeah, you'll still get shot. 1,000 stitch belt, huh? Yeah, he's got one too, man. Good shit. Maybe we've been wrong about this so much. We've been racist this whole time for no reason. Yeah, they got civilians out of there, it looks like. Jesus Christ. Just the sheer. I mentioned this in some other movie recently. Movie, TV show, I can't remember what it was. We have bastardized the word awesome. It doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean anymore. But in the original incarnation of the word awesome, it's all inspiring. It's You're seeing something that is not typically seen. You're trying to describe something that's almost indescribable. Awesome. That's what the word actually means, right? The sheer enormity of the forces that the Americans are bringing to bear in this situation is awesome. All inspiring, right? It's like It's a miracle. It must have been the PR and disinformation shit. It's a miracle the Japanese didn't quit sooner. They had to know they were fucked, right? Of course, the politicians, the ones making those decisions, weren't on the front line seeing this shit. You had no chance, man. What, man? This guy's such a dick. What an asshole, man. I suppose he thinks he's being tough, so you know the guys will be a better soldier, but that's not what's happening. You're just killing morale. Getting fragged is a real thing. What is truly remarkable, though, we talk about bringing the forces to bear, right? The Americans and they had some allied forces with them in the Pacific, not many, but some, were able to bring this much force to bear against the Japanese, and at the same time do what they were doing against the Nazis. Like, two front war, just unimaginable. Like nobody, that will never be duplicated in world history. I don't think. Oh shit! Oh, so much for the bucket. Yeah, dumbass. Is it worth your life? I don't want to be carrying shit away with my bare hands, so I guess it is. Is this some kind of joke? Yeah. Dude, you better find a way to get that son of a bitch. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Use that. But it's like they had all this shit in the Pacific and they had all that shit over in Europe at the same time. Crazy, man. How is that possible? Never happen again. Shit. Oh, shit. Dude, you better move. That's your ass. You better move before it goes off. That's how much made you survive after all. Yeah, they've got the surface bombardment here. You're fucked. Look at him, man. Dude. Just unbelievable. So what? He's looking at the sheer amount of forces, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no shit. It's gonna happen regardless, man. There's more coming in. Holy shit. Worst beach party ever. So they had a couple people near the beach, huh? Shit. Jesus. Holy fuck. Oh my god, man. Oh boy. The thing was, Dad's heavy cruiser, Jesus. Yeah, that's a mercy shooting him at this point. Yeah, that is worth a shot. Yeah, exactly. That was gonna happen. Just trying to hold out as long as you can. That's Heavy Cruiser was the next generation of gunship after World War II, right? It was built in the late 40s, early 50s. It was just a heavy cruiser, it wasn't even a battleship. It could bring more ammunition to bear on a target than two battleships because it was increased technology, right? It's faster, rate of fire, and all that shit. It can shoot 23 miles. I think battleships can shoot 29 miles. But it was, it could bring, they said it was the shells of Dad's cruiser could sound like freight trains in the air coming towards you. 8-inch guns, 8-inch rounds, right? So I guess a round would be like this, right? Jesus. But what they're doing here is the battleships at least have 16-inch rounds, twice as big, right? I don't even know what they would sound like. If an 8-inch round sounds like a freight train, God knows what a 16-inch round sounds like. They're not really doing that here. We're not hearing that because it would be such a loud noise. Dad's ship was called Big Thunder because it sounded like thunder, right? They're not really doing that here with their sound design. Yeah, goddamn, man. Frag this son of a bitch. Fuck this dude, man. I'm so sick of this motherfucker. He'll be the last one to die, of course. Jesus. But they've got probably 6 battleships out there and then also heavy cruisers. So they like all the shells hitting them out at the same time is just unbelievable, man. The gun jammed. Oh, so you're out of bullets. Oh, dude, that's not good. Boy, they were coming for that ass too. Shit. Well, if you had more bullets, that'd be like a really strong position. But play defense, man. Just charge him. It's idiotic. Look, man, we're trying to hold the island. One spot don't matter. Raise your voice against this son bitch. Do it. He's gonna pretend he didn't hear the order. You bitch ass. That's an order, motherfucker. Fuck your honor. Huh. Yeah, I heard everything. This son bitch just wants to quit. You don't get to take your ball and go home, motherfucker. Jesus. What a bitch ass. This is a coward's way out. I guess if you're gonna die anyway, I guess you get to choose your own way, right? I would want to hold out as long as possible. I'm taking these machine guns since they ain't gonna use them no more. Eat my what? Damn, dude. Oh, you're just like this son bitch. Jesus Christ, I can't stand this son. What a bitch ass. But he fragged this motherfucker. I don't typically believe you should go up against the chain of command like that, but frag this motherfucker. Fuck this dude. He's got a rampant history of being a dick. This ain't command. This ain't how you do it, man. There's a right way and a wrong way to be a leader. Fuck you. I'll let you die with honor right now with being fragged. I will say this, he's not a coward though, I'll give him that. Yeah. He's ready to go. You do have to admire that, right? Because for me, the very bottom of the totem pole is a sniveling bitch ass coward, right? But not far above that is a dude who doesn't obey commands from the higher superior officer. Now, you could say I'm being a hypocrite with the whole frag thing, but like that's a special circumstance. That's very rare. You know, you gotta really, really be a fucking douchebag as a commanding officer to get fragged. But sometimes, really? Jesus. We're just gonna kill ourselves? We're not even gonna throw ourselves against the enemy? Well, what a fucking waste, man. You gotta be shitting me. I don't understand. I guess, you know. That's not what I thought he was talking about when he was talking about going out. What a fucking waste. Doing interesting stuff with color here. I don't know if you noticed it. It could be I could be seeing things. I saw it there with the blood in his hand, right? But I think in the moment of explosion, there's a splash of color, and we go back to the desaturated, you know, almost black and white look. Like there's color in all this, right? Jesus Christ. But it's really desaturated. I would keep fighting, man. I don't know what you motherfuckers are talking about. I was giving orders to keep fighting. You're tripping. Yeah, you're out of your fucking mind. This is a new guy, right? Why would he trust you, though? That's the question. I don't want to keep fighting. I'm saying, like, you're gonna die, man, but just killing yourselves, not taking the enemy with you, man, what the fuck is that, man? What a waste. It's about your fucking ego, that's what this is. It's about your pride. Like, you can't run a war with pride and ego. Let's go, man. Now, it'd be different. Like, where is he going to run? Is he going to Vegas? Like, no. Like, there's only one place to run. That's back into the war, right? So it's not like he's taking a coward's way out here. go, man. Rejoin the war. You don't even know where to go? Oh, shit. Holy fuck. All you can do is put him out of his misery, man. Jesus. Those flamethrowers are a motherfucker. The hell's this? Well, they got a prisoner? This is some of the war crime shit I was talking about, right? Jesus. I mean, I would just cut to the chase and do that immediately. I don't know why you got to beat him up, but you know, it's not like you have a prison down here where you can keep POWs. Man, that's a shit show over there. Have we heard from it? That place sucks. No cover. Maybe I'm wrong about the scale of the island. That video I was talking about that at the end of this is it looked like the scale of the island was 4 miles wide, 2 miles tall, right? If you look at the pork chop on its side. But he's saying it's like 2 kilometers just for one stretch. And maybe it's bigger than I think it is. It's hard to tell. It's like a little scale, right? You could be off. I didn't like physically measure it. It's hard with a digital copy, right? I'm trying to live, bitch. One thing about it, sword don't run out of ammo. Don't do you much good in a gunfight, but it don't run out of ammo. No, we don't like the light. Get the light away from us. Oh, shit. Jesus. Holy fuck. Man. God damn. I think I heard a little bit of English over there. I can't see them. Quit giving me orders. One dude's running, man. Y'all ain't gonna run out of bullets, are you? Jesus. Fuck. They are firing like a motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, no shit. You're out of your mind. You can't be going out there, dude. You're out of your mind. Yeah, yeah. You don't give a shit. At some point, the strategizing is over with, right? Then you're just, you have your orders, you fight the fight, right? It's so interesting what they're doing in color with this movie. I'd love to talk to their editor. As ordered. You bitch ass. as ordered, asshole. Jesus, I can't stand these motherfuckers. They were brave as all hell, man. But some of this was some dumbass shit, man. Unbelievable. Fuck you. I heard you, motherfucker. I said fuck you. Unbelievable. Just no respect for the chain of command whatsoever. That's right, asshole. Dumbass. As ordered. You're very sorry. Sounds like insolence to me. One of these dudes must have survived, man, because there's all kinds of details here, and he has the luck of the Irish, right? He keeps surviving all these different situations. So he probably wrote some letters after the war, and that's in addition to these other letters, right? Can you handle that, asshole? I have to personally handle all this shit, man, because you people can't follow fucking orders. Ego ass. It's just ego, man. Oh, I thought these dudes were dead. What the fuck? Literally, I thought there was a. Some Americans had come into the cave where these people have been blown up. Thought they were dead, man. The rest of this movie is just gonna be people. The rest of this movie is just gonna be people disobeying orders, man. Fucking idiots. American sympathizer. It's such a fine line because I think American troops don't have enough of the spirited core that the Japanese troops had, right? They don't have enough. They're a little bit too wild, a little bit too independent, a little bit too free thinking, and maybe not as committed. But they're never gonna do this dumb shit that like the Japanese soldiers are doing, man. Waste resources and waste lives for nothing, literally nothing. So yeah, there's pros and cons for all the different services, right? Yeah, welcome to the club there. It's hard to tell what's going on. It's so dark. I just know they're getting wrecked. I know that for sure. Just, you fight, bitch. Yeah. You're out of your fucking mind. Cuss this some bitch out. There's some serious dissension in the ranks, man. I assume this is in letters too. I doubt the filmmaker is like making this shit up. Damn, you want to kiss? Damn, I didn't realize you were gonna get sexy up in here. Shit. I mean, we can take this out back if you want to. Or we can fight. Son of a bitch. Man, morale's at an all-time low. Shit. He's fucking nuts, man. More than one officer's nuts, that's for goddamn sure. That other son of a bitch, the one who killed himself, though, was a real dickhead. He might have been a non-commissioned officer, I'm not sure. He seemed like he was directly above them, right? But he was for sure an asshole. Who knows what they would have accomplished if they had had actual cohesive command structure of people who obeyed their fucking orders, man. They could have held out even longer. I don't think tanks were really a big deal in the Pacific, but they had them. They just weren't like what was happening in Europe, man. You'd have fleets of tanks out there, right? You had two or three, four tanks, whatever, per island. You know, do a little bit of clearing shit out, you know. But destroying a tank in the Pacific was a big deal because they didn't have as many, you know. Unit cohesion's at an all-time low, sir. Jesus. Wow. What a waste. Yeah, right. They won't be surrounded, man. Those a lot of those troops you're talking about don't exist anymore. Oh shit. That's exactly what you're gonna do too. Is die for your country. They ain't sending you shit. They've written you off, man. Every war has waste, though. Like literally every war. Troop transport sunk by a submarine. That's a huge fucking waste. Like every war has it. Every battle has it. But you regret it every time, you know. What the hell is he doing, man? Oh, I see. I see. Guess I'll just take a little nap here. Maybe nobody will fuck with me. As a kid, I was fascinated with mortars. I don't know how good of a weapon they are. Basically, they're just grenade launchers, right? But the ballistics of like how you that's an actual rocket. Shit, scratch one tank. The ballistics of how you use a mortar effectively, like how you aim it, was beyond me. I'm sure the army people know how to do it, but they always seem kind of cool to me because they're unpredictable. The people have mortars, but now a lot of times with the mortar, it's like a shotgun. You're just you lob it out there because there's advancing troops. You're gonna get somebody, right? I don't know how accurate they are though. Bring him in. What are you gonna do with him? It's not like he has secret plans in his uniform. They want to interrogate him. Oh fuck! You ain't giving him no morphine. They actually would. We we wouldn't. The Japanese typically wouldn't do it. The Americans would. But the thing is, you can't use medicine that you're low on a prisoner. Like you can't do that. You got to save it for your own troops. But like stitching him up or binding the wound, yeah, I would totally do that. That's not a problem. I don't think. Here's another thing too. There was a predecessor to the Geneva Convention before World War II, or was the Geneva Convention? Was that before World War II? There was something like that. He wants to blow up a tank. I see. He wanted a tank to run him over. I got you. I thought he was just hiding. I should have known better. But they didn't sign it, the Japanese. So some of them protested the fact that they were tried for war crimes after World War II because they were not a signatory, whereas the Germans had signed it and then they violated it. I don't think they didn't violate with the POWs, but I think they violated it with Russian troops. Maybe they didn't do it with American, British, French. None of those people. Name, rank, serial number. That's why he knows English. Huh. Huh. Yeah, man. Of course we do. Yeah, so to speak. Oh shit! Really? I thought you just meant friends, like in the broader sense. Oh shit! That's why they're visiting. Yeah, man. They brought it up before. I don't pray to your God though, so good shit. Name, rank, serial number. That's it. You having a good nap over there? Really? They're still suspicious of this son bitch. That was never the case, man. You guys are just paranoid. I don't know what the hell this Kempete thing is. I have no idea. They wanted to be an asshole, I see. Maybe it's their secret police. I don't know. Go sort it out. What is unpatriotic? The light done? Oh, I see. Incompetent. What is her problem? Like, how is she having trouble? Oh, you have to go up? Hey, dog, shut the hell up. It's unpatriotic to bark after dark. She couldn't do that? Seriously? Oh, Jesus Christ. Shut up. I was kidding. Hey, shut the hell up. Oh, Jesus. Huh. He just wants to be a dick, man. Not gonna happen. Notice the color here in others. Notice the color here, and suddenly the dog is quiet, right? Here, oh, wait, kill me. The color here versus, like, the other shit, they're doing a lot with that. I'm not 100% sure I understand what they're saying with the color differences, other than differentiating, flashbacks with current times, which is very clear because we're not on Iwo Jima, so it's obvious, right? Keep that thing quiet, and I'll pretend I'm going to shoot it. There ain't no way you pull that trigger. That's why they discharge you. Keep this motherfucker shut the fuck up. He's gonna bark again. Then I'm gonna have to kill all of you. He's gonna bark, and that's why that dude got fired. Ruff, 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 ruff. I'd have my hand around that dog's mouth. Oh, god damn it. You heard me. You didn't put your hand around the dog's mouth? I mean, that's just on her at that point. Look, I'm not trying to be a dick, but come on, man. Like, that was the bare minimum you could have done for at least the next 2 minutes. You're discharged. You are unpatriotic. They're really big on this patriotism. They would have been executing me for knocking that son of a bitch out, man. Look, I know I talk tough, right? But I'm just talking about. I'm not saying I'm a good fighter or I'm some badass. I'm saying I have a temper, is what I'm saying. I didn't win many fights when I was a kid, but I got in a lot of fights because I have a fucking temper. So these dudes, they have much better control over their anger than I do. That's all I'm saying. I blame the woman for not putting a fucking hand around his jaw, man. Like he wouldn't have been able to make a noise. Trust me. 2 minutes, that's all you need. Shut the fuck up. That is a farewell party, ain't it? Oh, that farewell party. We were at. That's where you got it from. We were actually cool with the Japanese in the 20s, up into the 30s, when fascism, became rampant after 32, 33 is when tensions started getting high and they needed more oil. And so tensions got even higher. And then I think we started, what's that called when you don't trade with somebody? Sanctions or something like this. Yeah, I think it was like economic sanctions, what it was. There's another word for it I can't think of. We started doing that shit to them in the 30s, which led to the war, right? And the only reason they attacked us is because they knew that we would never let them do what they actually wanted to do, which was take these islands that had the oil. The Philippines and Malaysia. Well, I answered the way I want to answer it. Exactly. That's what you gotta do, man. What is her point, man? Why would you bring this shit up? That's why he couldn't enjoy his food, he said. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, what a terrible party guest. Time and place, bitch. But they had to fight us because they knew we were going to intervene. They didn't really have beef with against us specifically, I don't think. Did he die? Probably somebody took him out. Well, allow me to wipe my ass with this, sir. He don't care, man. I get what they're doing here, though. Sounds just like your letters from home. One of the many ways it drives home how fucking stupid war is, right? That ain't gonna happen. Thanks for making us sad, sir. Shit. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. We wasted it on that American. Boy, being blind in battle, boy, that would really suck. Where the tank at? Shit, the vulture's coming for your ass. We got vultures in the Pacific? I'm not sure we do. Fuck it. Now what? Boy, they're so fucked. Jesus. You need that machine gun the most, man. You're gonna stay here, I guess. I'm going down with the ship. You know what the fuck he's talking about. Down with the ship. What I love about this movie, we're simultaneously seeing incredible acts of bravery and incredible acts of cowardice, incredible acts of stupidity, and incredible acts of intelligence, all within the same spectrum, right? The same situation. Just human nature. Human nature encompasses all those characteristics. Empathy, sociopathy, cruelty, kindness, just the entire spectrum. That's exactly what I'm sure it actually was, too. I don't know how accurate any of this shit is, but we can assume things similar to this actually happened if it wasn't what we're actually seeing depicted here. Because this all feels very grounded and very real. If they'd had a couple years to create a cave network with tunnels and shit, they could have held out forever. I'm not actually sure. I guess they took. You see, we skipped all the islands we didn't. Americans skipped all the islands we didn't need to for the war, right? Took the strategic ones. This must have been a strategic one, which means they would have to clear it out. So the longer you hold it, the better, right? It's not an island they can just skip because it's too hard to take. I assume. I don't know what the strategic significance was. Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't want to be scrambling around for it. Good shit, sir. I would have thought he may have stayed to be captured by the Americans because he can speak English. They'd probably treat him well. I mean, they'd treat him all well, presumably. But being able to speak English you would get better treatment and medical care and stuff. But if he does feel like he's totally blind, I can see it. No pistols. This whole thing with the toe using to shoot a rifle has always seemed really awkward to me. I guess if you're suicidal, you don't give a shit. But like, I'd much rather have a pistol. Should have waited, man. All these assholes want to do this shit when you can still hear it. That hurts morale, man. Be thoughtful. Be a leader to the very end, which means you fucking wait for a half hour. Like, what's your fucking hurry? Just saying, man. Everybody's in such a damn rush. Shit, they're fucked. Yeah, how would they come back, man? People are getting wrecked. There's nothing left to plan, dude. It's it. You have your cave. That's it. That's all you have. Some are, some aren't. It's like anything else, right? Sounds just like ours. Exactly. We're all human beings, man. If you want to fight some war bullshit, do it, but don't act like the other side is like some fucking alien race or something. Monsters and demons. Do what you gotta do, but don't be perpetrating. There was a lot of that PR. Some of those PR movies made by both sides, fucking horrible, man. During World War II, they would have movies about World War II, like especially the War in the Pacific. And they would show that I've seen clips. They show the Japanese as like some evil, smirking, nasty, villainous demon type. It's like Jesus, man, this is racist as fuck. You know, it's all part of the PR campaign. You'll work harder at the factory at home. If you feel like they're monsters. I don't think our boys are gonna quit. If these two are based on real people, them surrendering is the only way they're getting out of this. Based on real people, in other words, I think the other one ain't gonna go. He's letting you go by yourself because you don't want to do it by yourself. Yeah, man, I got shit all over the place. Give me your dysentery look. But based on real person, I mean like who told the stories after the war, who would therefore have to be alive after the war to tell the stories. It would be somebody that surrendered or was wounded and woke up in a hospital. It's like fuck it. Well, I guess I'm captured now. That's the only two ways, right? Dude, man, I got some shit, man. Huh, the fuck you talking about? Then go do something, man. I gotta take a shit. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. The hell. He's going to take a shit, and I'm watching him. Huh. Hey, man, I'm shitting. I don't give a fuck how much you shout. Ah, shit. Damn. Man, can't even take a shit anymore. I guess they knew. They smelled it. They smelled it. I'd be super pissed. If I was still committed to the war and somebody was trying to quit, I'd be really upset. I don't know if I'd shoot somebody in the back, but I'd be fucking pissed. That I wouldn't call it friendly fire, but the fire of the people that don't know whether or not you're surrendering. He's got the white flag, I guess. Please get me out of this shit. He's done, man. He's had enough. That's right. Take your shit off. Hey, man, good shit. You know they were thirsty as a motherfucker. That's what I like to see. Good treatment of POWs. That's all we're asking for. Like I said, the Germans did so, as far as I know, except for the Russians. They fucking hated the Russians. Shit. Might get jumped. How dare you talk to me? I didn't quit. They're gonna kill him. Starving too, man. Yeah, remember meals? That were good. Yeah, meals are great. They're gonna kill him, man. Fucking assholes. I guess we're quitting buddies. Yep, I figured. Well, shit. Jesus. I wasn't sure he was gonna do it, man. I thought this guy might make it out. Fucked up. You know a story that haunted me? It haunts me to this day, and I read it 35, 40 years. This was when I was a teenager. I read that shit. It was a long time ago. I talked to Dad about it. He didn't give a shit. He didn't see a problem with it. I do. um, After the Battle of Midway, the Japanese had lost all their carriers. So the Japanese pilots and planes that hadn't been shot down were crashing into the water. And the American, yep, shot like dogs. He's got the white flag in his hand and shit. So now you know you can't surrender. That's what they'll do to you. That helps her resolve. That would really piss me off. Yeah, no shit. This is what they do to you. Um, the ships, American ships, picked up some of these pilots, right? So they interrogated them and then tossed them back in the fucking ocean. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you have room. You're a battleship or you're a cruiser. You have fucking room. They were probably cruisers. Battleships weren't around at that point because they'd been sunk. You had room to put them in brig until you get back to a port. They just fucking toss them overboard. That shit pissed me off, man. And I think about the horror of that. Like you've been captured by the enemy, you surrendered, they interrogate you, and then you just get tossed in the fucking ocean to drown. Pacific Ocean, massive, huge fucking ocean, right? You're fucked. I know it's wartime, man, but goddamn, that just feels over the top to me. It's just not necessary. But Dad was like, "Hey, man, it's war." You know, he didn't give a shit. Jesus, fuck that. Through that crossfire, you're out of your goddamn mind. This is why you needed a tunnel network that goes across the entire part of the island, all the places you need, right? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. This is what I'm talking about with the machine guns, man. The machine gun is a terrifying weapon in warfare. Jesus. Fucking hell, man. Just the sheer ferocity of a machine gun. Those Gatling guns were a motherfucker in the Civil War, but that wasn't shit compared to what we had later, right? The 50 cal. You have a small machine gun, a medium machine gun, and a large machine gun, right? All of them ferocious. Why did they do that with the grenade? I guess that's how they activate it. You should have just fucking thrown this to all those dramatics, motherfucker. Like, doing this must activate the grenade. I've never seen that before. I thought you just pull a ring, man. You know. 3 people out of 100 made it here. Shit. That's all they got left. Man, the officers, everybody been getting mowed down, man. We ain't got no water, sir. Yep. Shit. You drank it all, didn't you? Water's been a major fucking problem, man. Huh. Yeah. It's been a hell of a ride, man. He'll be the one who survives. What was the first time? Oh, right. He was whipping. He was getting whipped. Yep. Hey, man. I'll save you one more time. I love this dude's attitude. It's got to be hard, man, because we've seen him lose his cool, but he's got a good attitude. In a desperate, hopeless situation, you have to. At the end of the day, all you have is your attitude. That's the one thing the world can't take from you. That's your choice. 5 days, no water, food. Don't you die after 3 days with no water? I'm sure that's true. We do unspeakable things. What are you talking about? Drinking blood? Because there ain't no way you lasted 5 days without water. I don't like looking at my phone, but I got to know. Like, I think it's 2 days, man. Dig up some worms. Kiss my ass. 3 days. That's what the fuck I thought. I fucking knew it, man. 3 days. You're dead without water after 3 days. The motherfuckers talking about 5 days. They've been drinking blood, man. I'm telling you. Blood ain't good for you. It'll make you sick too. So, yep. No food, no water, no ammo. He's gonna save this man by having him go to the enemy or something. Deliver this message to the other enemy commander or some shit. He's the closest thing we've had to a protagonist. I really like his character. Oh, you got a wife and baby girl, huh? You give me this sob story, huh? Fine, I'll save your ass. Well, unless he makes a decision right here, you ain't gonna meet her. Believe that. Yeah, that's the ultimate. Send him on a mission, man, to the enemy commander. Some kind of note or something. Save his ass. A very special mission for you. Oh shit. Doubt it's gonna be anything that helps us, but I really thought he was gonna do that. I thought that was the setup because clearly this guy has to survive the war, right? If this is based on a real person. Oh Jesus! Kiss my ass. This is the message. Look, if it ain't talking about bring me food, water, and ammo, I don't give a shit. I'm sure it helps morale, but Jesus Christ. I'm a practical man. You got to give me some practical shit, man. Turn that shit off. I'm sure he's eating it up. The grunts, the ground troops were the enlisted men, I guess we'd say, were pressed into service in most cases. The officers chose that, especially the high-ranking officers. They chose service. They're here of their own volition, but like that Baker, he didn't want to fight in the war. He was pressed into service. That's why I feel bad they're not even allowed to surrender without being shot in the face, man. Like, what a shit show. He's saving your ass. It's your job to burn these documents. That's why he said everything happens in threes. You don't have to fight no more, dude. Well, if you ain't got a sword, you might as well just be holding your dick because we ain't got no ammo. That is a cold comfort, man. You don't have to shout, sir. That's right. This a motherfucker knows how to inspire some people, man. He's a hell of a commander. At least how he's depicted here, right? Who knows what the reality was? I'm sure he saw some like karmic thing where it's like, the gods are smiling on this one person, so I'm gonna do what I can to save his ass. That kind of shit, right? Swords against machine guns, man. I wonder what he's taking, like actual just letters. Shit. I'll say again, what a fucking waste. Some brutal shit, man. Oh, shit. What the hell are you doing, dude? So you can come back after the war and find that shit? You was just chilling in this cave, man. Wait, that ain't the dude in the cave, is it? Maybe it was. It was hard to tell. Yeah, I'm watching on a relatively small screen, so it'll format good. With the black and white, sometimes it's hard to distinguish. I've had a little trouble here sometimes with which character is who. Small screen, the color situation. Damn, dude. Yeah, this sucks. Carrying my wounded ass. Shouldn't he have died in battle? What the fuck? What's he saying? Take his head off? Or is he just gonna die? I think he's saying take his head off. It's an order, motherfucker. Oh, these guys are nuts, man. I get it. I respect it. I think it's fucking stupid, but I do respect it. I know that sounds contradictory. Yeah, shit. How dare you try to follow an order? That the way he dropped was really awkward. Didn't feel real. It's one of the few like little weaker moments they've had. This has been a very strong movie. Very strongly shot. The director clearly has a strong voice. Like I said, I'll get into all that in the special video, but the hell, man. Who is this? Is he the one that shot? Oh shit. Hell no. I ain't doing that. Oh. Well, guess he does know how to dig, don't he? out to sea, maybe. So he's gonna do it himself. Like I said, it's all about the pistol, baby. We're on it right now, so I guess it is. Jesus, the chest. Well, with what I've learned about brain activity, I guess I wouldn't want to take out my brain. You get an afterlife for a couple hours after you die, right? That's what the latest studies have shown. It'll feel like weeks to you, so it's like you almost get like your own afterlife for a few weeks after you die, if you don't take brain damage. So, chest is the way to go. Apparently, they've detected brain activity hours after somebody's like medically dead. It's in the region of the brain that controls like hallucinations and shit. So it's like the mind is like hallucinating itself, trying. It's the last refuge, right? They're ready for anything. Yep, this looks like the big boss. Well, boogie for you, motherfucker. He'll be that drunk motherfucker in 30 years. Yeah, I took this off a Japanese officer. The Iwo Jima, it was. Yep, same here. Drop the shovel, dude. Yeah, like that's not. You're gonna make him nervous, dude. Oh, he's gonna be mad about that gun. So he's not gonna live. Huh? I'm surprised they ain't shot his ass. I thought they were just gonna shoot him. Come on, man. Just put the goddamn shovel down. I know you're mad. Like he would have very little energy left, right? No food, no water. I still don't know how they went 5 days without water. So I don't know. They're drinking something. You almost got shot, dude. That shit was dumb as hell. Probably the same beach where we saw him in the beginning of the movie. Is this years later? It's where you hid the documents or letters or some shit. Is he here with him because he knew where he put him? We have a movie concept and a movie title. Maybe these were all the censored letters that they weren't allowed to send out because they had crucial information in them. Because they did talk about that earlier in the movie, you know. Clint Eastwood. Goddamn, I wish I hadn't seen that. Motherfucker, I wanted to evaluate this shit on its own terms. Motherfucker. Yeah, you mentioned, I think I did hear about him doing a movie like this. But I've already formed my opinions. Hope I can compartmentalize the fact that this is Clint Eastwood. Because I have a lot of respect for him as a director. But I'm not shocked that he did. This was a tour de force, man. This is a great fucking movie. I'm a little unclear on some of it. You know, but I think the biggest thing they're trying to do is just humanize both sides, humanize the people. They're not really taking sides. These people suck. These people are good. They're showing the whole spectrum, right? It was engaging throughout. And just another example of how something can have tension, narrative tension, even though you know the outcome. Because I remember back in '96, I think is when Titanic came out. All the jokes. We know the boat sinks. What's the point? What's the point of watching a movie? We know the boat sinks. God, I just want to choke those motherfuckers out. Ooh, boy. I got mad again. It's been 20 years. Almost. Oh, more. It's been longer than 20 years since Titanic came out. Jesus, yeah. Anyway, that shit pissed me off. Yes, motherfucker. We know the boat sinks. Do we know if Rose lives or dies? Do we know if Jack lives or dies? What about the douchebag that Rose is supposed to be married to, right? What about her mom? You know? Here, we don't know these individual motherfuckers whether they live or die. That's the point. That's where you can have narrative tension. That's when these kind of movies really excel. So this was a great fucking movie. What else can I say? Well, what else I can say will be in the special directing video. Okay, so it's looking like if you look to the right here, the highest peak looks like it's 704 meters above sea level, I believe. It looks like there's a sulfur mine and a vent. Kind of fits what I've known about the island. Like, for instance, if we look here, see how this is topography. If you look at it, right, a lot of it's pretty far above sea level. It looks like this thing down at the bottom is probably a volcano. What remains of a volcano? You got the caldera there and everything. But the center mass of it seems to be the highest peak. There's no, I don't think there's any true mountain in the way I thought there was. Let me see this one here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of it's 500, 600, 700 meters above sea level. That's where I would be, right? You want to be the highest peaks dug into the mountain, essentially. That's all you can do, really. Like, we just saw the air attack. That's where I am, if you're wondering. Like, obviously, this will have to be at the end of the episode, but that's where I am. Is right after we saw the air attack, their only possibility is to dig into the mountain. That's the only thing I can see here. The other thing I wanted to know. Okay, so this is good actually. You have the to the right. If you see what's highlighted over here in the upper right, you may be able to see, it's maybe too small for you, but there's a line there that shows 1 kilometer. Okay, so it looks like you can use that line 4 times for the left to right distance. So it's 4 kilometers wide. Looks like 2 kilometers tall, approximately. Not as big as I thought it was. I thought it would be like 10 kilometers wide, maybe 4 or 5 kilometers tall, but no, it's smaller than I thought it was. Compressed. I don't know how many men they have, but this would be a tough road to hoe, man. It's good terrain for this kind of situation, but they're fucked no matter what they do, right? So, this is a map that was prepared for the bombardment of Iwo Jima. I think I'm gonna see if I can download this one. Apparently, you can buy this map for $4,500. I will do an insert of it. Ooh, this is nice. Very detailed. You can zoom in a lot. This is a very nice map. This map has all the pillboxes, radars, searchlight, command posts, observation towers, anti-tank barriers, radio towers, anti-boat barriers, open artillery emplacements. Like, it's got symbols for everything, man. Anti-tank guns, water. Ooh, this is a sweet-ass map. Earth-covered structures. And there's so much of this. Like, they have the symbol key, and then those symbols are planted all over the map, show where all the fortifications were, all the defenses, all the things you're looking for that you want to bomb, right? Wow, this is a treasure trove. Shit. Yeah, that's a pretty damn sweet map. I could spend hours looking at this shit. But we don't have that kind of time here. But yeah, man, looks like they knew what they wanted to do. They had all kinds of surveillance for this thing. They detailed this map. It looks like it's in quadrants. So you can say, okay, we're bombing quadrant 199, right? And you know exactly where it is, right? Because they've got I don't know if you can see. I put the map here for you. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but you can see it's divided up into different quadrants for bombing and shit right there. One more thing I'll look at here. They have even color grids for pinpoint destinations for the bombing. Man, they had the nerds. I think they would call it the Signal Corps, right? That's probably what they had doing this. Those nerds were working 14-hour days getting this map ready for this bombing, man. They did this for everything they had to bomb to. This is just one example, right? Wow, excellent. Good shit. All right, well, I should probably get back to the actual episode, but, the movie, you know what I'm saying.